All right, it's 8:42. I've got no reason that I'm starting so late. I don't know. I'm just enjoying chilling. All right, this has been enjoyable. Just like chilled out, ate breakfast, watched YouTube videos. All right, let me do my last check, because the pack, I keep on sending stuff home, so it keeps on feeling smaller and smaller and smaller, and so I'm keep on like thinking, what have I forgot? Like, what am I losing? But no, it's just because I'm sending stuff home. It is getting smaller, but yeah, it's feeling too tiny now, so I feel like I'm forgetting stuff. Okay, that's all clear. Also, I bought Crystal. For caffeine, what I've been using is I use like Crystal Light packets with like a little bit of caffeine in them. And at Walmart a while ago, I bought some Walmart ones. And usually I do 2 Crystal Lights. It's like, I think each one's like 80 something, so it's 160 milligrams. So I did 2 of these Walmart ones. Turns out each of those is 120. Either way, I got a lot of caffeine in my system right now. And so I can't exactly focus great. I'm just like a freaking squirrel right now. Just okay, that's clear. That's clear. That's clear. Everything there is clear. See, squirrel brain. All of a sudden I just saw this, and you can't see there, but there was writing there, and so I started reading the writing. But no, you're checking to make sure you got everything. You fucking douche. Okay, yeah, I do. By the way, look at this freaking beautiful view, man. Just been chilling out, watching the beautiful view all morning. It's done raining. 10-mile shelter, dude. Okay, phone's right there. Camera's right there. Gotta pull down the shorts, you know. Just try to prevent a wedgie for like a little bit. Beautiful field view. Beautiful field view. That was my best at like a heel click. Okay. Oh yeah, also just for like future reference of the kind of temps we're dealing with. This morning I woke up, it was 35 out. And then I think it gets up to like 66 supposedly today. Tomorrow's about the same, and then the following days after that, it's like 20s during the night and 40s during the day. So not bad at all. And as wet and foggy as it looks, I don't think we're supposed to get any rain today. Now I'm sure I get a couple like little scattered showers throughout the day, but I think we're gonna stay dry and warm. Heading up a 10-mile hill right now. It's just right after the shelter. Alright. 10-mile hill. Elevation 1,000 feet. Yeah, we're up here. Alright, like a mile or 2 from the New York border. Man, it's peaceful in the mist. I'm pretty much mist born. Yeah. You are leaving Connecticut. Have a safe hike. Welcome to Connecticut. Can I get a New York sign maybe? Or I guess I just have to. Darn. I think there's a sign for the New York. Nope. Okay. I've been instructed by my mom to send her a picture, so I guess I'm gonna send her a picture of you are leaving Connecticut. Bro, look at this map of areas for Lyme disease. Oh, that's scary as shit. Dude, I need to get as far south as I can before the ticks start coming up. But they're gonna come out the moment it starts heating up. They're out. I've been checking every day. Haven't seen any traces yet, but it's just a matter of days before I start finding ticks. Look at this. We got a full library. I didn't see anything I know, but I know like 2 books, so makes sense. That's kind of cool. Yeah, if you're a fast reader, maybe you can down a whole book at night. If I had an entire night to read a book, I'd probably make it 10 pages. But here's the shelter. Someone left a full cook set up and a shit ton of rope. A fireplace. Huh? Cool. Little climby poo here, and then I kind of just chill on a ridgeline for a bit. It's gonna be nice. This first bit of New York has really been marked by a lot of thorn bushes and thorny vines hanging over the trail. You can just see how dense it all is. I'm getting snagged all over the place. Just keep on getting stuck on these things. Look how beautiful this tree is. Oh, it's so cool. And I love that the reason it survived is because that little boy, that rock right next to it, meant that the farmer couldn't clear it out for the field. And so that little rock let that beauty survive. That's awesome. Trail's been pretty flooded today just based on all the rain we've been getting. I think it's rained every day for multiple days in a row now. But luckily it's all been at like night. You know, we've got mistings and little showers during the day, but all the big dumps have been at night, so that's been super nice. Oh, there's like a silo up there that looks like a missile. I remember that. There it is. Look at that beauty. Dude, it's ready to take off. Isn't that neat? Ooh. If I can make it to that, I might do that tonight. Tony. And look at that. There's a trash can, all kinds of stuff. My trash bag's all the way inside my pack, so I'm not going to do that, but I think you can... I don't know if that's actually like a bus stop or if that's just like a cool... Not a bus stop, a train stop. I don't know if you can hitch the train to New York. Is that New York City? And I'm in New York. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I'm on a boardwalk now. And there you go. It's what you got to watch out for. So I'll do a full tick check tonight. I started this video and then I thought I heard something in the woods. Anyway, that was the first tick I've found of the trail. So, you know, it's kind of the start of things. So once I can find an outfitter, whenever there will be one, or a Walmart, maybe some general stores will sell it or something. But I'll get permethrin and I'll treat my clothes, especially my socks, with permethrin, and then I'll also pick up some DEET. And yeah, I put that stuff on my legs, and sometimes my clothes if it's really long grassy areas you gotta go through. But I don't really mess around with Lyme disease. I'm pretty scared of it. So I just like to take as many precautions as I can to keep the ticks off me, and then, you know, just do your best to check at night. That's kind of also one of the benefits when a lot of people are around of setting up a tent versus being in the shelter, because you can whip out the headlamp and you can really check areas, but you don't really want to be checking when a lot of people are around. So yeah, dude, ticks are just part of it out here. You just do your best to keep them off you, and then you just do your best to check and make sure they're not latched on at night. Yeah, it's heating up now. I think it's supposed to get up to 60 or something today. Kinda, I just quickly made that last video without really thinking. I've used DEET in the past for all my other hikes, but recently, last fall, I tried out Picardin at a buddy's place in Minnesota, where the mosquitoes were super bad, and it worked really well. And I believe it works pretty good for ticks too. And so the biggest annoyance with DEET is when, like, if you get it on any like elastic, like your socks or stuff, it destroys the elastic, and I think it destroys plastics and all kinds of stuff. But you know, the DEET will just cause havoc to your gear if you get it on it, versus Picardin is safe on all that stuff, I think. So I might actually go for more Picardin this year instead of DEET, and just give that a go and see how it works, because the ability to spray down your socks with that, as well as them being treated with permethrin, would just be super nice, instead of like DEET where you have to be super careful with it because you just don't want to ruin all your stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with Picardin if I can find it instead of DEET. I was really impressed with how it worked on mosquitoes. So I'll be interested to see how it works with ticks and the lack. Alright, the handle mechanism for this shelter I'm at. I'm not gonna go to the pizza place. I was looking at the comments for it, and supposedly there's like a construction site next by, or like a concrete place. It also it's just in town. There's a bunch of cars by it, so I'm like about 5 miles short. So I'm gonna end the day early. It'll be nice. I'll be able to edit some videos tonight and just chill out. But the water source for this place is like this pump module, and the handle's broken. I got no clue what someone was doing here. I guess it's like, whatever. You're gonna get to watch an idiot very uncoordinatedly pump this. Okay. This is gonna be uncoordinated and awkward. I'm gonna tighten this on there. Do that again. Bro, what's in here? Okay. I got a big Ziploc bag. This is where we're gonna try to get water in. See how it is. If it's too freaking rusty, I guess we're just hiking further down trail until we find water. I should drink that without a filter? Alright, fuck it. Guess we're not staying at the shelter. Bumskis. Tis the life of the idiot who doesn't have a filter. Alright. Before I leave this is a pretty cool shelter. There's a picnic table down there. You got a fireplace there. They've just got freaking, you know, a cabinet. If you want to unpack your bag and put your stuff in a cabinet, you can. Trail registry with a little built-in shelf. Ooh, fancy smancy. Look at this, another one of these libraries. Dad jokes, if you want them. Adventures of Doug and Ollie. There's a checkers pieces in a thing. Dominoes. Dude. A picnic table. And look at this thing. Look at this freaking fire pit, dude. Woof. Woof. That ain't bad. And a pitchfork handle. Or, not a handle, pitchfork. Fork. I don't know, in case you want to scare people away, stick that on the end of a stick and just stand in the middle of the woods. You'll scare the crap out of some people. Okay. If I find water in the next 0.2 miles, I'll come back. But if not, then I'm just going to set up my tent somewhere. Okay. AT down to the left. Oh, this is about to die, so we're going to make this quick. Boom, found water. But I can kind of see the stagnant pool that this is coming from. So how do you deal with water like this if you don't have a filter? There's a couple techniques that I know of that I've learned throughout the years. that'll kind of ease your mind. You know, it doesn't look the cleanest. So how do you treat this to make sure you're not too worried about... There, you just drink it. So if there was something bad that was going to happen, it's going to happen anyway. Problem solved. Now you don't have to fucking worry about it. Dude, this just is kind of just... My skin always does this as the temperatures change and stuff. I mean, usually this happens in the first couple weeks of a through hike. But, you know, now it's just getting warm. I always break out and stuff. And, you know, the fronts of my toes. It's kind of going down now that I've got all the socks off and stuff. But I've just got all kinds of heat rashes and gross shit going on. And this will last for a couple weeks as it warms up. And maybe it'll last longer this time. Well... I don't know, I was going to say, because it's going to just keep on getting hotter and hotter and hotter. But it eventually goes away at some point. Here's my cool view. Anyway, yeah, my legs and stuff just always break out once it gets hot. And then eventually, I don't know what happens. The body just... dude, I'm so dumb. I can't even freaking think of the word for it. My body's just... acclimatizes. Yeah, it acclimatizes, and then I don't get that stuff as much anymore. If there's like a particularly hot day, I'll still break out, but yeah, it's gross, but none of it's like itchy or anything right now. Sometimes it gets really itchy, and I'll just sit there all night just going to town on it, which probably isn't the right move. I don't have any Benadryl right now. That's what I'd usually take for it and what I have been. And so I'm out of it right now. It just kind of helps it go away. I think maybe I'm just taking Benadryl for the wrong reasons. But anyway, it's nice taking Benadryl at night because it makes you sleep really good. I don't know. I think I heard somewhere that taking stuff like that, like, yeah, you can get to sleep really easy, but it's not as restful of sleep. But still, dude, when you take stuff like that and then your head hits the pillow and it's just like immediate sleep, it feels so good. I'm a shit sleeper, so you know, my people who know my brain just turns on at night and it's like, dude, you want to go to bed? Get fucked. No, we're thinking about bullshit right now. So yeah, I'm not a great sleeper, so I always enjoy taking Benadryl, but I try not to do it too much. I try to have a reason to take it. Like someone snoring really bad in a shelter, I'll take it, or a breakout on the legs. Okay, I'm gonna make dinner. I shot that stupid video earlier. I do just throw bleach in these bottles. 2 drops per liter, wait 30 minutes. But that's just... I guess I already did just gut a bunch of it right out. I do drink a lot of it unfiltered. I've just been, honestly, for the past... I don't even know. I don't know how long it's been since I've used bleach. I gave up on using it long ago just because the water was nice. I know you can still get sick from it. It's a personal choice. It's personal risk. I'm not recommending you do it. Just do whatever you want. If you want to drink unfiltered water, go for it. If you want to drink toilet water, I don't give a shit. And I expect the same opinions back on me. I can just do whatever I want with water. So I gutted that stuff. I'll probably be fine. But yeah, if you get like weird stuff, I do like to just throw a little bit of bleach in there. But that's also probably not healthiest for the guts. So I'd really like to be able to find an outfitter and get a water filter, because the water up here sucks. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, the water is horrible. It's disgusting. It's like next to roads and shit. It's just, ugh. So I don't want to be not filtering water right now. I planned on picking one up in the last town because I thought there was an outfitter, but it was closed. So we're just making do right now. Drinking some disgusting water. There's a bunch of roads and stuff all over the place. Maybe I'll just stop in at gas stations and I'll only drink Arizona iced teas or Palmer's for the rest of this section. Who knows? All right, I think I've just said a bunch of stupid shit today. as normal. Whatever, dude. Enjoy the view. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna eat mac and cheese and a shit ton of... Look at all these Cheez-Its I got, bro. And then I'm like 30 miles from Appalachian. There's like a market right on trail. I think I'm 28 miles from it. But before that, there is this Graymore Spiritual Center. I don't know. So, but for all whatever, 28 miles, I'm going to resupply. In 27 miles, there's like a little awning, like a little shelter that's offshore that has charging outlets and stuff. So that's where I'm going to go tomorrow night, if I can resist going to the market at night. I think I've got enough food. I think I've got good enough stuff too where I won't crave market food too much. Go to that center, and I can charge all my bullshit again and just extend the amount of time I can go before I need to get into town. And then I'll resupply the next day at the market. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Have I made any sense? I don't know. I'm filming a trash bag right now. I was just looking at my face in the little corner, not even paying attention to what I'm filming. I'm sorry. That's all I got, kids. I just went goldfish brain right there. Wasn't thinking about nothing. Just was staring at my socks. And this leaf on my sock. Why did that catch my attention? I don't know. But it did. Okay, bye. I'm fucking done.